See, that was fast. Wow, the video quality on this is super shit. Because it's super dark. Oh, it's like almost 5 a.m. in the morning and I can't sleep. I'm completely high strung. Look, it's light outside. Whoa, brightness. Lights are blinding my eyes. People pushing past. I'm high strung and I don't know why. I mean, nothing's happened to me in the past couple of days to make me high strung. It's just the fact that I can't believe it. I put down pharmacy for my second year course progression. I put down pharmacy instead of microbiology, and all my friends bailed. All my friends who were gonna do pharmacy, like Ben and Connor, they bailed and decided to do microbiology instead. So now, literally, I'm the only one out of a group of 7 who is doing pharmacy. The fuck? You're gonna have a completely different timetable for me, and that's gonna screw everything up. I'm gonna be lonely. I'm gonna be alone for. I mean, yes, true. Like 80% of our modules overlap, at least in second year. That number starts to decrease in third and fourth, but in second year we have most of our modules overlapping, but still it doesn't make a difference. For the modules, like our labs are going to be different, our lab groups are going to be different. You know, we're going to be finishing at different classes. We're going to have a different starting time and a different clock out time, and if the others want to skip a class to play a game of pool at the dome, I can't join them because I can't be sure that my classes are going to be just as irrelevant as their classes that they're mitching out on. I know, right? It hasn't even gone to second year. I haven't even... The academic year hasn't even started, and I'm already picking my choices based on how lazy I am going to be in the future and how unwilling I'm going to do work, how unconscientious I'm going to be. But you know, microbiology is a far sexier module to take, or course to take, than pharmacy. I mean, you type in pharmacy courses online, you get the standard medical branches. I'm going to be working with molecules for my whole life, you know. Quality control, drug manufacturing and packaging, boring stuff, and my intelligence is, like, I'm not going to kid myself anymore. My intelligence is nowhere near enough where I could actually do that stuff on the research level and develop a new drug. Do you know how long it takes for a drug to go from like a notebook to trials to clinical trials to like patents to the shelves on a pharmacy? It takes decades, like actual fucking decades. Is that what I want my career to be? At least with microbiology, not only is it a more interesting topic because you're working with actual cells, living things, you get to feel like a god, you know, injecting cells with certain strands of DNA to make them produce whatever you want. Not only is it interesting from that respect, it's also cutting edge because, well, everybody is into biologics and shit nowadays. It's like a new branch of pharmacy, you know, and like pharmacy has been around since like forever, and this is like an offshoot, microbiology. It's not just about antibiotics like the way I thought up until this point. It's a bit more complex than that, and it gives me a window into neuroscience. If I wanted to do a master's, I could easily do microbiology for my honors bachelor's and go on to then do a master's in neuroscience, get on a cool ass research team. I mean, there's so many more opportunities with this new field, and there's less chemistry in it. I mean, I like chemistry. I really do like chemistry, and I guess if you're working with living things on like that scale, on the molecular level, you have to be good at chemistry to an extent. So, like, it's like applied, not applied chemistry, because that's the same as pharmacy, but you get what I mean. It's like, it's just more interesting. I mean, that's not the only thing I'm getting hung up on. All these stuck-up ass employers who just leave you hanging. I can't get a job anywhere. I can't find employment. I'm gonna be broke. I'm gonna be broke, and I'm not gonna be able to move down to Waterford in September. I'm not gonna find a place. The others have already moved down. I'm not gonna be able to secure a place. I'm not gonna be able to secure a job. I'll have to beg my way back into Linda's, or I have to like transfer from that school to fucking DKIT and spend the rest of my life in the dock like every other loser around me. I'll be like David. Except David is fine with this life, you know, just living with his mother. He had like 2 major vacations in his entire life, and then his days beyond that are like filled with like a Christmas or a New Year's Eve party here and there with his friends, and yeah, it's so fucking boring. Maybe that's why I'm up. Maybe that's why I can't sleep. God, this town makes me feel like a complete nobody. Like, I think that's the thing I hate most about Dundalk. Just this area. Just like, it's fine for a weekend. It's like fine for a weekend as long as I'm visiting. Like, you know, when I was down in Waterford and I was only coming back here like every weekend. Well, actually, the weekends don't really count because the weekends are a blur because I spend all of them with David, and they pass by like that. But, you know, I did come up here for my Easter break, for my Christmas break, for my midterm, and it was nice. You know, it was nice to come back here for a week or two. It made me feel home, but that's it. A week or two. Like, anything longer than that, I can't stand it. I can't stand the buildings. I can't stand the people. So fucking simple. All of them. So unambitious and mediocre. Like, even as people. I'm not even talking about external status. I'm talking about as people. They're mediocre. They're just things that exist. But that's it. There's nothing more you can say about them. Maybe I'm being cynical. Maybe I'm reducing them to a bit less than they are. But, yeah. I see my friends. I see, Cormac and Tomas and Coyle and Murphy. Well, actually, I haven't seen Murphy, but, you know, I see them and I see where they are. Like, even Cormac, the one who has the most potential, he's going to fucking Dublin. He's going to DCU. He is like, he's got like half his foot out of here, but the other half is still entrenched here, and I have a feeling he's never gonna get out either. He has half his foot out, but he's not running away. Even though he has a chance. It kind of baffles me. And there's Kian. Oh, what a treat he is. Even Marja, the fucking mall babe, is I mean, Marja is Marja, but the longer she spends here, the more disgusted I am with what kind of a mom babe she's turning out to be. If you get what I mean. Like in terms of, like, even Dara. Like Dara and Marja. So here's the thing. When I was in school, Dara and Marja were like my idea of what the cool kids were like. People who knew how to deal with the external world, very practical, very down to earth, very business-like. They knew how to deal with people. They knew how to get things done. They knew how to make the best of situations. They were popular kids because they could find their way in the world. I don't know. They just seemed like people who can find their way in the world and carve like a path out for themselves. Like Dara, I always imagined him like going into business or something, or being on the hustle and like always advancing, or like I don't know, always wanting better for himself. And same thing with Marja. Like, say Marja's like really dumb, she's really fucking stupid, and it's not just that she's stupid, she also is like mentally immature. I honestly think that a 12-year-old has more emotional maturity than Marja. But even Marja was a popular kid in the sense that I could see her rising above our peer group, around the people who we were surrounded by. Like, there were going to be more. But I see them now, and they're not. They're really not. They're just... They're just as much losers as everybody else. As Tomas is, as Kian is. And I am willing to put them at the standard of losers. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're worthwhile people. Like, they're worthwhile people. I'm not saying that they have no worth as individuals, that they're just deserve to be thrown on a pile of shit with, you know, the whatever. It's not what I mean. It's God, I can't find the right words. Since when did I become so inarticulate? Am I getting dumber? Like the more I hang around with other people? When did I become so inarticulate? You know what I mean? I'm the only one who actually managed to get out of here. And who knows, maybe I'm worse for it. Maybe I'm better for it. I don't know. I feel like I'm way better for it. And especially when looking at the people back here who I've left behind. I'm on a far better path compared to them. But yeah, if I don't get my finances sorted and I don't get a job and I don't get a house, all that's gone. All that's fucking gone, and that's probably why I'm wired now. I want my world to be big, and my world can't be that if I stay here. Or if, even from what I've seen around other people, well, it can't be big. What I mean my world big, like, you know, I want to be constantly be given opportunities. I want to be around people. I want to have fun and improve. I am driven, you know. And the longer I spend here doing absolute fuck all with my time, with my summer. I mean, I know there's a pandemic on and I can blame it all on that, but there's only so much that you can blame on the external circumstances before you begin to face the fact that you have to accept some amount of personal responsibility for what you're not doing, how you're not making use of your time. go for a walk.